שתי אנשים שהם אורחותינו הערב, טריני וסוזנה קונסטנטיין, מטילות את חיטתן, אבל גם מסייעות לנשים ולגברים שמבקשים לשפר את חזותן, את תלבושתן. הם התחילו ככתבות אופנה בעיתונים הבריטיים הגדולים, ואחר כך קיבלו זמן מסך, וההצלחה שלהם מסחררת, היא מקיפה את הגלובוס. טריני וסוזנה זו אחת התוכניות המצליחות במשק הטלוויזיה הגלובלי. אנחנו מארחים אותו פה. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting us.
Welcome.
What does halubali mean?
What is what?
Halubali, the last word he said. Yes, what does that mean, the last word he said?
In Afghan or in...
Globally.
Globally. You mean global?
Oh, global.
Global.
Globally.
Global.
Okay, got it. Yeah, we're just picking
He
up a word.
said that your success is global.
Oh, God, well,
Yeah,
that's...
is it true?
You read something
Because
somewhere
you know,
that sounds...
when visitors come to our studio, to our humble studio, we used to exaggerate a little bit.
But we love that.
Yeah,
we love that.
Thank you. You have our picture in our
Yes.
full outfit here, and we want
But later they'll comment about our pictures. But first of all, you are starting a series of programs here
Yes.
on Channel 10.
Yes.
And let's see a bit of it so we'll know what we are talking about.
Thank you, Moti. Thank you.
Hey,
You look lovely.
thank you. I wish I could say the same for you.
No.
You're very handsome, but what is this you're wearing? How old are you?
I'm 38.
38. What do you do? An artist?
I'm an actor.
Oh, you're an actor. Okay. Successful actor? Yeah?
A bit, I'm trying.
You're trying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
that
know
go
what you
together.
look like to me? Is a backpacker. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
It's like a traveller. You look like you're wearing the history of your travels on your body.
You could almost be a homeless person in what you're wearing. A tramp.
think?
Yeah, almost. Because the jeans are ripped beyond belief. I mean, your penis is nearly coming through there.
Yeah.
ויש כאלה שאוהבים את זה.
Even I am embarrassed by that comment. I'm slightly going, oh, here she
Oh,
goes.
that's fantastic. Beautiful.
How do you dare, as a matter of fact, in the era of postmodernism, to put your judgment on, you know, people's choice? How dare you?
No, I think it's a very good question, but it is, you know, what we do, it comes from the heart. And we've seen over
Your
the years...
British heart.
Our British hearts. And
Your
we've
bourgeoisie British
Maybe
heart.
bourgeoisie. No, maybe not,
Our
actually.
woman's heart, I would
Yeah.
say more, because we've done it in so many countries. So there's obviously an influence of how we've grown up, yes, for sure. And seeing the contrast in how people grow up here in terms of the, you know, the difficulties of just existing compared to the ease, perhaps, of our life when we grew up. But still, there are fundamental things about men and women that are influenced by how they dress.
And we've
Yeah.
seen the profound change it can have on
Well-
people when they change on the outside, how they can change on the inside. It's like a lot of these women and men we worked with, they go through
We are
12
full
years
of
of therapy
respect
in
to
a
you
day.
British because we were born, both of us, as citizens of the British Mandate. But still, you are not famous, the British, I mean, by your arbiter elegantiarum in Latin, you know? You are not the best judges on fashion problems and fashion...
We're not
Yeah.
judges at all on fashion either, because for us, fashion is something very different from what we do. So we don't judge, are you wearing the latest trend? We judge for the person you are you doing the best you can do for yourself?
see.
So this man, who is an actor, he's an out-of-work actor, and he's also looking after his child because his wife goes out to work, okay? So he's kind of dressing in a way where ultimately, when we got to know him, he had lost amount of respect for himself and he wanted to go and get a proper job. So we were saying, respect yourself in how you dress. People do, in this day and age, judge people on how they dress. So when you go in for an interview, look somebody you want to engage with. Look like somebody wants to get to know.
Would you...
But you know that young people, of course, they change the fashion all the time.
They do, but
They wouldn't go with a tie and a jacket today in Israel. They will look like the one that you showed with the jeans, the torn jeans and all that. It's a high-tech look.
Do you think it's right?
For high-tech,
Do you
yeah.
like it? I mean, you come from a slightly different era. So
Yeah.
you believe that, you know, looking smart is an important aspect to being respectful to who you interview. You wouldn't interview somebody dress like this, would you?
High-tech
This is
clothes.
me.
Yeah. Would you interview somebody dressed like that?
Yeah.
No, because you've met us today and you've put on a suit. So there's a part of you that feels the armour of your suit.
The
Because
PR
of you we put a suit. Usually
Okay.
you come here half naked.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, but I bet you do not go on camera like that.
Yeah, why not?
you? Do you? I'm asking.
They forced us to put
forced
the
Bullshit.
PR of the channel.
Bullshit.
Give me. Would you like
Okay.
to put your shoe on the table? You.
Me, yeah, because it's
You lady,
actually
put
not...
your-
You know, it's very unlucky to put shoes on the
very
table.
unlucky.
So
How
I'm not...
dare you? How dare you? In the era of feminism, to put on your. On
I
your
think
feet.
they could look quite good on you. Where's your foot? Should we try?
Mine. This is
Oh,
mine.
look at those shoes. You're wearing Crocs!
Yeah. Why
Oh,
not?
my Lord.
Why
That's
not?
a surprise.
Why not?
You look so dapper and
Yeah.
pulled together, and then it all goes horribly
You see,
wrong.
this is
It's
my
comfortable.
partner.
It's
This is
comfortable.
my partner that I have to bury here after.
Did you do
Sympathy.
this?
Yeah.
What
Sympathy.
did you find? You're going around Israel and you see the style. Are we different from Europe, from other places?
I think that what is not different is people dress according to where they are in their life. You know, so if somebody has, you know, a woman had a baby, had children, put herself last on the list, it's her kids, her husband, then herself. So she loses herself. That happens everywhere we work,
Yeah.
in Australia, America, England, Manchester, London. You know, a woman who is reaching menopause and feels she's not a woman any longer. I don't know if you're both married or your wives went through that, but there's a point where you lose yourself as a woman, so it's helping them find themselves again. These are international issues that happen.
I see.
But there are differences,
Did you
yes.
see any difference between the way people in Israel, in Tel Aviv,
Not so much, actually.
and abroad, in the
Rest of Israel.
outside Tel Aviv?
The one
and in-
thing that we did notice here was the fact that no one seems to wear a dress. I mean, I'm looking around the studio. Is there anyone wearing a dress? There's a very pretty young girl there who's wearing a dress. But we saw, probably in the whole time we were filming for 5 days, and we probably saw about 3 women wearing a dress.
You didn't give us your comments about Moti, my colleague.
Okay, should we
What
start
do you think about
with
him?
Moti?
This is me. This is me.
Let's start with you
Yeah,
then.
it's your
All right.
yeah.
We do a thing, all right, for women where we look at how they dress for their body shape. And it's something we apply to men as well. So are you showing off what's great and are you hiding what's not great? That's the fundamental of our dressing. It's a simple principle. And it should apply to men. So we did some basic rules for men. Men with man boobs, men where their stomach controls their life, men where their shoulders control their life, and men who have short legs and a long body. Those are
I'm
the four
perfect,
categories.
so you don't
Darling, so
have anything
you are
to-
controlled by that tummy and that love of food. Okay? So
Yeah,
that
right.
tummy controls you. So are you doing things to show off the tummy more or to hide it? Currently,
I don't mind.
you are
This is
advertising.
me. I'm honest, and if you love me,
He's proud with his
He's
tummy.
proud with his
Yeah.
tummy.
He's very
yeah.
proud with his tummy.
Have you ever in your life decided, you know, let me dress and oh my goodness, that looks a little bit better because my tummy is...
Never.
Never.
No.
never.
Never
This is
thought that.
me.
That is you.
Yeah,
Fully,
and
truly
I
you.
expose myself.
Are you
have.
married, darling?
I'm a widow.
You're a widow. When your wife was alive,
Yeah.
did she ever comment on how you dressed when you were dressing like this?
She loved me so
She
much.
loved you so
Yeah,
much.
much.
It's such a
Yeah.
pity that
did.
she's died, so we couldn't ask her
She
directly.
was a fashion buyer, by the way.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she was.
No
yeah.
influence rubbed on
No, not
that
influence,
picture, that's for
no.
sure.
And what about Moti?
Marty, well, I don't mind. I think that's pretty good, actually. It's kind of almost foreign war correspondent. It's like you
Yeah,
know.
tell it to him. You don't have
You are, you know, it's not a fleece. There is a bit of style there, but again, you're letting yourself down with the shoes once again. But I like the V there is making your neck look longer, and you're covering up I think you're quite fond of the food as well, but you don't notice it so much here because you've got the buttons and it's not tucked in.
right.
Yeah, and you wear good colours, you too.
And I've also good color.
Yeah, so I think if we were to have a little competition, I would say 3 out of 10. And probably 6
3
out of 10.
out of 10?
3, 6, wouldn't you say?
6 out of 10.
Yeah, would. Do you
Yeah.
find you morph into each other? Because
Don't
Susanna
Thank you
and
so
I...
much. I think that you're
Don't-
going to have a very good program.
Don't watch.
I'm sure.
Don't
Don't
watch. Don't watch
No,
Trini
no,
and Susanna
no, watch it.
tonight at 9
It's
o'clock.
wonderful program because
Don't watch
they
it.
tell the truth.
Don't watch
They
it.
tell the truth. They told the truth about Yaron and they told the truth about me. This is a true program. Watch it today. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.